Yes, civil disobedience movement. The Congress now wanted complete independence from the British. It decided to celebrate Independence Day on 26 January 1930 and raise its own flag. It also decided to launch a new movement under the leadership of Gandhiji called the Civil Disobedience Movement. Other leaders of the movement were Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Maulana Azad, Sarojini Naidu, and Jawaharlal Nehru. Now, the movement started with the Dandi March in March 30. The British had a monopoly or complete control over the manufacturing of salt. Indians were not allowed to collect salt from the sea. Instead, they were forced to buy it from the British at high prices, whereas salt should be free for Indians. It's Indian salt. Don't we say, मैंने भारत का नमक खाया है? Don't say, yeah, this is our salt, our land, our salt. Gandhiji decided to defy this law, and he, along with 78 followers, marched a distance of 300 kilometers from his ashram to Sabarmati to Dandi. Sabarmati to Dandi he walked on the Gujarat coast. On the coast he picked up a handful of salt breaking, the salt law. He picked up the salt in his hand and he broke the salt law. This was an open defiance to the British. The movement saw mass participation by women, students, landowners, peasants, etc., all of whom broke laws at different levels. Inspired by Gandhiji, many people broke the salt laws along the coast of India. The government arrested thousands of people. As people were put in jail, more joined the government, and it continued to spread all over the country. They were put into jail because they had that Roland Act with them, that they will not put them to trial, they will just put them into jail. So, what happened is, more and more people joined the protest. They had come to power, they were doing for Gandhiji, listening to him, all revolutionaries started. The civil disobedience movement went on till 1934. Gandhiji, along with other leaders, was arrested also. The British were forced to make some changes in the Government of India Act of 1935, but the Indians were unhappy. They did not want any changes but wanted the British to leave India. With the Second World War breaking out in 1939, the whole process was further delayed. Again, the British wanted India to help in the war efforts, but the Congress, dissatisfied with the response of the government, launched the Quit India movement. In 1942, Gandhiji gave the slogan, "Do or die," meaning either Indians should win freedom or die try to get it. Do or die situation. Don't we say it's a do and die situation? Gandhiji said, either you do something to get your freedom or you die to get your freedom. Whichever one, do or die. We need the freedom. They have to leave. Enough is enough. This is how these people really fought for us, and today we are enjoying the freedom in our India. Okay, so now another terrifying story of Subhash Chandra Bose, one of the toughest freedom fighters and daring freedom fighters. You can call him a tiger of the Indian National Army. He formed it. It's called the Azad Hind Fauj. Kadam kadam bada hai ja. That was his motto. Azad Hind Fauj. That was the Indian National Army. It was the second Indian National Army under Subhash Chandra Bose. The Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj, free. Azad Hind Army is free Indian Army. Was an armed force formed by Indian nationalists in 1942 in Southeast Asia and during World War II. World War II known is as the Second World War, global 1939 it started to 1945. Largest countries were involved in it, Allied Axis, a total lot of countries, Germany, Europe, Italy, everyone was there. It was aimed to secure Indian independence from the British rule. It formed an alliance with the Imperial Japan. the Azad Hind Fauj. In later campaigns, the Southeast Asia of the World War II. India fought the World War II also when there was campaigns of the Pacific War, Burma, Ceylon, India, Thailand, Philippines, Indochina, Malaya, Singapore. There was the conflict began within Empire of Japan, invaded French. Subhash Chandra Bose took over this army and he made it the Azad Hind Fauj. The army was declared to be Army of Boses, Arzi Hukumat-e-Azad Hind. Okay. And after the Indian National Army formation in 1942, there was a concern in the British Indian Army that further Indian troops would defect. This led to a reporting ban and propaganda camp called GIPS to preserve their loyalty. The British felt scared, that India is having their own army, and that to Subhash Chandra Bose. Now we have to do something because there were Indian sepoys also in the British army, right? And Indians had fought for the World War I and had fought for the World War II. Both the times they had fought for England, for the British. Subhash Chandra Bose, popularly called Netaji, was one of the most highly respected leaders of the independence movement. Highly respected. He led the Indian National Army or the Azad Hind Fauj and fought for India's freedom. He believed that freedom could be obtained by force. Although put in jail many times, he escaped to Russia, from where he went to Germany and from there to Japan. He worked mostly from outside the country, garnering support. In 1945, after the Second World War, the British had no option but to give India independence, and on 15th August 1947, India became a free country. The freedom, however, was very costly, came at a huge cost. The country was divided into two parts, India and Pakistan. Dr. Rajendra Prasad became India's first president and Jawaharlal Nehru the first prime minister, while Muhammad Ali Jinnah became the leader of Pakistan. A new constitution was framed and India had its own government. Lot of things happened, lot of torturing happened, lot of people died, lot of bloodshed happened. This is how India came into freedom. We should be proud of them, We should learn something, that we should try to keep on holding on to this. Anyways, so this chapter is done. Please do the question answers and everything for homework and on your copy, and rest when the time comes. I'm going to post it on the homework site and you can check it. Match your answers with my answers. So, but you have to do it yourself. Okay. So till then, take care. See you in the next class. We will be doing we are proud of them. People who helped us during the British freedom: Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Subhash Chandra Bose, Sarojini Naidu, and Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. We'll do that in the next chapter. Okay. So see you till then. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Stay safe. Stay home, and be happy. Enjoy. Don't get into tension. Be with your family. Respect your parents and love them as much as you can. Don't disrespect anyone. Be good and take care of yourselves and do whatever you want after your studies. Bye bye.